So this was the Conclave, was it? Let's see if we got any more of them. Yes, we do. And we need some more potion. Yeah. I could definitely see how, you know, it's always useful to get a little bit more out of something. I mean, even if the numbers are small, you add on all the modifiers that you're adding onto that small base number. And then it's going to make a big difference in combat. You want to get the most out of your character. I mean, that's what we're all here doing, trying to get the most out of our characters. So, yeah. It's not insignificant. It's just a bit more money and materials before you destroy it. Which is also kind of interesting. That means I should definitely do a lot more Hell Tide so that I can upgrade things to tier 5 before I destroy them and take the effect off of them. It does mean I kind of have to do a little bit more town maths though, because before I go to destroy something with a flat damage number on it, or a flat modifier on it, I've got to kind of guesstimate what it would be like at 5, and if it's better than the last one that I destroyed at 5 to get the effect off of it, and then kind of see if it's better in my head before committing all those resources to it. Oh, that's going to get complex. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, if they patch it, I'm hoping they'll do it in a way that's... I can't believe I'm saying this, but I hope they do it in a way that's favourable to the player, where you get the max result out of the preview screen that you would have got out of making it tier 5 and then destroying it. But, you know, maybe they'll just make it the worst end for us, where we get nothing. And they just say, well, if you want the better, I can go out and find another one. Play our game for longer. I can see it being intended, though. I bet this is the correct way. That's really damn clever, though. Like, it's such a thing hidden in plain sight that I would never have thought of in a million years. Oh, I'm going to destroy this item. Let's upgrade it first and then get the most out of the effect on it. But only these ones are not those ones, because those ones have a percent, but these ones have a flat number. That's far too convoluted for me to have thought of. Wait, you know a solo instance dungeon reset without logging out? Okay. Well, surely I'm resetting them just by using the next nightmare ticket, unless we're talking about normal dungeons. Because I don't really do normal dungeons anymore. Unless I'm helping somebody out with like a capstone. Okay. Use a nightmare sigil, any level. Kill a few and teleport out. Then enter the dungeon you want to farm. Okay. And then what happens? Oh, that might have been what was happening to me and someone else. We had these weird things where it kept on resetting the dungeon, and we didn't know why. It might have been that we accidentally triggered that. So I was one enemy away from finishing a nightmare dungeon, but I was full on loot, so I teleported out and back in. And the whole dungeon had reset. For absolutely no reason that I could discern. And I guess I'd accidentally triggered this this other thing. Oh yeah, were you looking for something specific in the spider dungeon, or just a dungeon that you liked? Oh, also I got another Paragon point in there. Sweet. Let's have 4% less crowd control on me. That'd be nice. Like a lot of the time, if I'm gonna die, it's because I'm frozen or stunned. So 4% less dying. Ah, finding mobs with lower hit points. I see. Yeah, I get it. Not all mobs are created equal. Hey, a shrine. And it's not trapped. I almost died there. That was very ouch. But yeah, I was going to try a Storm and Earth hybrid druid next for my next build try, after not finding this hat some more. And I might be weaker for a little while, so I might try and find dungeons where, you know, the enemies generally have less health, but still give a lot of experience, and yeah, try and help myself out that way. Because I'm not sure how it's going to perform. I got a lot of nice ideas for a Storm and Earth guy that we'll have to see. There's the key that we wanted. And that's what almost killed me last time, killing a few things with those red explosions after death. So I gotta ask, is everybody like generally trying to go for the same boots as me with the extra 3 or 4 charges of evade on them? Or is anybody out there in the world satisfied with those boots that give you 1 second of 75% additional movement speed? Because I can't stand them. I don't think I would ever wear those types of boots. Ever. I just feel like they're a pair of boot type that's included to be the bad roll, you know, the gag prize, the complete and utter goof, because I don't see why on earth you would want boots that are so damn terrible. Yeah, 3 charges of evade and movement speed. That's the only... I don't mind the boots that give you 0.8 seconds off of the recharge time on evade, like in a pinch, if they're really, really good boots, I'll wear that one as well, because I do a lot of attacks, so I can recharge my own evade bar. But being able to evade 4 times in a row without anything else is just the gold standard. Whereas that extra 1 second of movement speed on poorly recharging boots with 1 charge on just gets me killed. Oh yeah, I don't like any of the effects that give you extra anything on elite kills, because they just don't last long enough, in my opinion, to be worth it. Like, I'm not Even if I am chain killing elites, just having the better stats on would be better than having a proc for a tiny amount of time. I get that there has to be things in the game that aren't very good, else we'd all be finished with the game too quickly. There's got to be lots and lots of bad rolls out there and lots of bad affixes and prefixes and suffixes and, you know. Oh, the one that leaves the chilling floor and then you deal extra damage to people that are chilled. I kinda didn't like how long enemies were chilled for and how thin the chilled floor is. Like, I didn't do any kind of maths around it. But just visually, I just didn't think the effect was all that big or long-lasting. But if I could squeeze in an extra item, you know, that might be it. Oh, interesting that some walls are picking it up. I mean, I do move around, but I don't know if when you do like a shred leap to someone, it does the ice path along the whole route, or just at where you land. I mean, really, it should make it along the whole route, I guess. Yeah, I got a couple of copies of the Butcher's Axe unique, and I do kind of like it, but I don't love it on Werewolf as much as I liked it on Bear. I was hitting more enemies as a Bear with the Butcher's Axe. Yeah, okay. Damn, are those guys ever gonna stop exploding? Ended up in all sorts of poison there. Oh, I don't even know this waxing Tobias one. I've never had that drop. I'm actually not gonna read too much of the tooltip for that. Not because I'm an incredibly rude guy and very ungrateful, but because I kind of want to see what that does when it drops for me. I want to be really excited at the time that it shows up. So I'm actually gonna skip over that piece of information. Sometimes it's fun to see things live, but it's for a shred build. I'll read that part of what you said. So that sounds good, because I'm absolutely shred invested, and I'm looking forward to finding a new waxing gibbous. I guess you could say that it's gibbous. Yeah, that sounds like there's going to be something fun for me when we get it. So that was Conclave. But now that we've got teleport to dungeon figured out and working, I guess I don't need to spam run the same one, because getting there isn't a hassle. Cool. It's nice to know that there's more loot in there, in the game, that is available. I mean, I'm having a hard time finding other than repeats normally, but it is nice to know that there is more to see. Like, I'm not done with Shred Werewolf yet. There's more items out there, at least 2. That's fun. I like when a game lasts you longer than you think it's going to last. That's always good for value. I do like Pulverize, but it doesn't have 3 ranks on it, so I'm going to pass on that for now. Wait, 801 ring?
Make up your mind, friend.
Ooh, that's kind of nice. I might keep that and then modify it a little bit and use it later on. I can see that being a ring that I want. What I would do, just at a glance, just quickly, is I would change the top stat, 63 life regenerated while knocked damage recently, try and roll that for something else, and then put it on Werewolf. It might end up replacing one of these rings.
Yes, yes, I'll take it.
62, half of that would be 31. I've had better than that before.
All things have value, I suppose. Don't ruin all that work.
Is there any single potion I could use? Well, I'll probably use both of them to make that up to 4 spaces, and then when I use a map, I'll be back up to 5 spaces. That sounds about right. So even though this is a terrible idea, if I do run out of space during the dungeon, I will